right, welcome to the Boot Hill Sports Network and talking high school football in the boot. I'm Mark Malley, your host, and tonight's guest is Malden head football coach Treston Pulley. How you doing, Coach Pulley?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. First year at Malden, so give us a little background on Coach Treston Pulley and where you graduated college from, high school, and just all that good stuff about you.
Got you. I graduated originally from Sykeston High School in 2011. Then I played under head coach Gibbs there, Kent Gibbs, who's at Cape Central now. And, we had some really good football teams then. Right after that, I ended up playing college football at Lincoln University. I played for Mike Jones. You probably know him better as the tackle. He played for St. Louis Rams. He made that game-winner tackle against the Titans that
Super Bowl.
year. Yes, sir. That was my head football coach there, and I did 5 years there. Did some good things over there, and then ended up coming back to Sykeston. Coach Gibbs called me back right after college, and I started coaching linebackers. I started coaching running backs. Got moved up special teams coordinator. Just started taking on more roles every year. Just trying to be hungry to coach. Coach Gibbs left. Flan came in. Coach Terry Flanagan came in. Did 2 years there with Flan under his belt, and then after Flanagan left, mess of a hiring process happened, and then I ended up the head football coach kind of a week before summer football at Sykeston. I did 3 years at Sykeston as the head football coach since 2021 till 2023, and this is my first year here at Malden.
Right on, man. Coach Gibbs was my football coach as well in my freshman year.
Yeah.
They were coming off that run at the where we got beat in the state championship with some great teams there. I had Coach Gibbs and Coach Collier, who was at Malden at one time. I don't know if he's still there. I think he retired maybe.
Coach Collier?
But, so
he's at Sykeston now. Yeah, he's at
I got you. Yeah. So I had him also. So a lot of connections here around the Boot Hill, man, and we thank you for joining us tonight. Now, the GREENWAVE, back in 15, 16, 17, had a great program. I think the last winning record was in 2017. They were 10-2. And then since then, they've only won 10 games over the last 6 years, Coach. So you're taking over a program that's kind of rebuilding, man. You got your work cut out for you. But I did see your roster, man. You got a lot of things to look forward to. You got 19 freshmen on this team this year. You got 7 sophomores and 7 juniors and 7 seniors. Got a total of about 40 players there, man. So you got the players are coming out for the Malden GREENWAVE. Let's talk about that and what we can expect from that, that young group.
Yeah. We got 41 kids total. So I mean, this is a big group for us. Again, we had a really big freshman class. We did a signing day back in May once I had got hired. And then we had all of them signed, and then they all are still playing and still active. The biggest thing I think you see with their rosters, you're going to see kids who hadn't played football in a few years. And we're talking about the kids that are state qualifiers in track, who were on that basketball team that won the Boot Hill Conference Championship last year. The athletes are there. I've always thought there were athletes at Malden, and I didn't really realize how many athletes it was until I actually got on campus. And man, there's some kids that can fly. There's some kids that can go. So I'm excited to see what happens, man.
Yeah, there's definitely some athletes in the Boot Hill, not just Malden, but all around, man. And we look forward to seeing what good things you can bring. As Kevin Noah asks us, why doesn't the small schools in the Boot Hill have 8-man football? Well, Kevin, I think with 40 guys, it'd be we can play 11-man football here in the Boot Hill.
That's it.
But there's a question for you.
That's it.
Yeah, if we did have it, you're gonna have to travel a long ways for a ball game. That's for sure, man.
Yep.
Let's talk about your 2024 schedule. You looks like you open up with Dexter, a rivalry game, and then Carruthersville. Both of those are home games. Then you go to Charleston, and then you go to your former school, Sykeston Bulldogs. Then you got Scott City at Portersville at New Madrid County Central, and Veritas Christian, and then you close up with Hayti. So you got a pretty good schedule. You go home, away, home, away. So about even there, Coach.
Yeah,
Thoughts on your schedule there?
I think we got more home games this year. I think we got 5 home. We got that Christian school on a Saturday. We opened up this Friday with Dexter. We got our hands full with everybody. There's every week it's a good week, but it's no different than what I've been used to coaching over there. My last previous spot, every night there was a really good football coaching program I faced. So I'm prepared. Our kids are ready. I think they're more disciplined and more hungry than ever before. I'm hoping the numbers can show you that right now with 41 kids versus recent years. Yeah.
Right. Considering where the program has been and to get 41 kids out, that just speaks for itself. Like the kids want to get that program back where it was at one point in time. So props to you and your coaching staff. And speaking of coaching staff, who is your staff?
I have Michael Perry. He's coming with me. He actually just coached with me previously at my last stop. And then I have Justin Peaton. Justin Peaton be calling the offense. And then Dylan Earnhardt is with me as well. He's a Malden alum. So it's just us 4. So we'll be rolling with it.
Gotcha. I knew when I seen that Earnhardt name that had to be a Malden person there.
Yeah.
Earnhardt Barbecue. Of course, Malden and Risco got the Earnhardts there. So Mike Perry. Now, Mike Perry knows my wife real good. So she speaks very highly of Mike Perry. So that must be a good hire. So,
yeah. Yep.
Congrats on that. Let's talk about your roster. Like we said earlier, you got a lot of freshmen, and any names that stick out to you that we need to watch for here on the Boot Hill Sports Network that might surprise us and give us some looks at some freshmen? I'm sure you're going to have a lot of freshmen playing. You got too many not to be playing any ball.
That's the exact opposite, actually. I got 2 freshmen that are actually going to play. Out of all 19, only 2 are going to play. The rest are going to be JV kids. So we're not looking to play young kids on varsity. We're here to develop them. We're here to get them the right coaching and make sure they enjoy their high school experience. So they're not playing for any varsity. You're going to see 2, and I think you'll like those 2. One's a lineman, one's a linebacker. So they're tough kids, and then the rest of them are juniors and seniors and sophomores. But any names? I mean, there's Damian Anderson, there's Landon Depro. Those are my 2 freshmen. And then we'll roll with the rest of them, man. My upperclassmen. I'll tell you, it's been kids that hadn't played that are really talented that are playing. So, like Deontay Dobbins or Tristan Moncrief, Tyler Mathis. Those are just a few there. Tajay Smith, Keontae Carter, excuse me, that's his brother. Bo Beckett, Eli Beckett. I call his daddy name. It's Eli Beckett. So, I mean, there's several kids there. Several kids.
What are you looking at as far as got any quarterback battles going on, running back battles, any battles you'd like to talk about, or pretty much got that? I guess I would think you would have that pretty well worked out with Friday just around the corner.
Yeah, it's all worked out. I mean, I bet we got some listeners up. My Friday opponent's probably listening, so we got some surprises. People think we're down. People want to, show some empathy towards us, but trust me, man, don't feel sorry for us. We're built on the program, and I'm here to build something. This ain't the same Malden, and I want you guys to realize that, and I'm gonna put it on show Friday, and I'm very confident in that.
All right, Coach. As far as booster clubs or anything, they got anything going on to help you guys promote the Malden GREENWAVE, or are you aware of any?
We did a lot of stuff over the summer as far as fundraising. Kind of all that stuff is done at this point as far as fundraising. I mean, there'll be a booster tent at the game, selling hats, T-shirts, and stuff like that. But as far as us actually trying to raise money and buy some things, I think that's done until at least the winter. But we did a golf tournament this this past summer, which raised us a ton of money. We did some card sales, raised a ton of money, a car wash. So, our boosters have been a really good help. They're out painting the field right now. So, yes, sir.
Good deal, man. That's awesome, man. Man, I don't know what, looks like pretty much we got it all covered, man. Anything else you'd like to add for us here on the Boot Hill Sports Network?
Oh, man, I'm just excited to be at Malden. The community has been really good. And the fans have been showing up and supporting our kids, and they see it. And I think they're fired up about Friday night.
Yeah, of course, Friday night. What time's kickoff? 7?
7 p.m.
7 o'clock. And that is in Malden against the rivalry, the Dexter Bearcats. Coach, did you have any 7-on-7 this year, camps or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, we did. We went to Kennett mainly a lot this summer. We went to Kennett and competed in a 7-on-7 in a contact camp. And we went to Chaffee this past summer as well, and we competed with a few teams from the area as well. And then Donovan ended up coming to us one night, and we played a little scrimmage with them too. So we did a lot of work this summer. I think we got to travel, and our JV kids got some reps, and our kids that hadn't played in a little bit in a while, they got to bang it around this summer. I'm excited to see what they do. So, that was a little bit of what we did this summer.
There you go. What about weight room wise? Have kids been hitting that weight room?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm teaching weight, so that's my full-time job throughout the day. It's different than what I'm used to, because I get to coach pretty much the volleyball girls, the cheerleader girls, with the basketball boys. I coach everybody, so it's real neat. Small schools are really neat, man, because you get to touch every athlete now. You get to talk to every kid because there's only a small pool of them. So you get to encounter a lot of them. But that weight room's been rocking. We've been throwing the weight around. We lift 3 or 4 times a week now that school started. We condition as well during class because we got this 4-day work week. So our classes are 60 minutes, 65 minutes. It's a lot of time that we can get a lot of work done throughout the school day.
So you have 4-day school week over there. You're off on Mondays?
Off on Mondays. So I think that's an advantage that we got as well. We got to utilize that Monday, man. And that's a day we get to kind of operate like a college. We come in.
That's right. Got all day.
We watch all day up until that JV game. We got all day to get right. So that's what we utilize our Mondays with is a lot of film, a lot of lifting, a lot of treatment, stuff like that.
So speaking of JV, how many JV games you guys going to play this year?
6. We got 6. So we don't start until Carruthersville. Carruthersville will be our first JV game. So we'll have this next Monday off, with it being Labor Day as well, and then we'll follow up with Carruthersville. Yes, sir.
Do you know what classification and districts when are they coming out, and any background information there?
From what I'm understanding, I think we're going to be a Class 1 this year. I think that's probably fitting for us going into this thing. Classifications, I think those district assignments come out Friday morning. So we'll know Friday morning who's in our district and where we're going to be classification-wise. But I'm pretty certain we're going to be Class 1 with our enrollment this year.
Now, you guys have been Class 2, is that correct?
We've been Class 2, but numbers have been down enrollment-wise. So I can see us going Class 1. I really can.
Yeah. I tell you what, I hope they do a better job at aligning those districts. As last year, we had to make a trip all the way over to Miller, Missouri, and that's outside of Springfield for a district football game. A little ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
But hopefully they can get it lined up to where it's Portersville, Haytide, Charleston, Chaffee. We can all kind of bang it around a little bit and keep it closer. We may have 2 or 3 teams out west or wherever that we may have to travel, but try to keep
you'll
it.
probably have to Thayer in there somewhere.
Yeah, Thayer, but Thayer, I think Thayer's right on that threshold to go too. If I'm not mistaken, from what I'm understanding, I think they're going on that threshold. Maybe Valley. I don't know what Valley's going to do. You know, they could be a team that could go up. So who knows? Who knows? We'll know Friday. We'll know Friday morning.
Friday will tell us. The tail of the tape comes Friday, man.
Yep.
Well, Coach Pulley, man, I sure appreciate you guys joining us here tonight on Boot Hill Sports Network. And best of luck to you this season. And we will definitely bring you back on to talk about Malden football as the season goes on, man.
Good deal. Good deal. I appreciate you, man.
So, all right, thank you. Make sure y'all get your Malden GREENWAVE merchandise and go support the GREENWAVE Friday night in Malden as they take on the Dexter Bearcats. This is Mark Manley, and that is Treston Pulley of the Malden GREENWAVE saying so long for the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Thank you.